lastly, what would you say to a parent who is looking for, a schooling option, looking for the right fit for their child on the spectrum? What sort of sets us apart, and what would you like them to know?
Well, I think what I would like them to know is that there's no right or wrong answers here, right? You have to do what's best for your child and your situation. What sets Janus apart for me is that individual attention, that relationship that he is able to establish with his teachers. You're able to provide that support because resources are limited, right? There's
absolutely
no doubt about that, because I do believe educators are the most amazing people on the planet. But sometimes there are limitations, right, that are external to that individual. So you can get that. I've already alluded to that sort of expertise, curriculum, and experience that is autism specific. So when I was looking around, absolutely there's some wonderful programs that are more generalized.
Right.
I find that autism is more individual. It's really hard for you to take a group of students with ASD diagnoses and apply a one-size-fits-all curriculum.
Well, because it's a spectrum disorder, right? So no two kids are the same.
No. And I think we say that about everyone, but it just feels so pronounced in my experience, meeting all the kids at Janus. And you can listen to parent testimonials and doing one right now. But it really does come down to what fits for your family and what you're comfortable with and the approach. So, I used to attend Autism Calgary. We'll do a parent, school night, and we all would sit, and I represented Janice.
Right.
And, just sort of looking at all those options and what fits. I know there is certainly the tuition can be daunting and the fundraising requirements, but I can't put a price on the peace of mind I have knowing that Jack is working to his potential, that he's safe, that he's cared for, and that he's thriving. We're not just getting an adequate education. I feel like we're getting, no matter where we were in the world, I really do believe this is a world-class program. And we're so lucky that it's here and that those parents all those years ago, came together to do this. So I think that's what I would say. And then, I really feel for people not being able to take those tours. So I would talk to you. I would talk to people at the schools they're considering, and don't hold back. If you have particular behavioral concerns you're worried about, if there's things that you haven't been particularly satisfied with in what you're doing now, so whether you're in a school setting already or, talk about those tough things. We had some tough behaviors.
Ask those questions.
Ask what would you do? I think caution if there's a magic bullet solution, right? There's no easy answers, but I wasn't afraid to ask Paige in that initial conversation, early on, what would you do if, so Jack wasn't really eating anything during the day, totally everything was up and down, things that could be kind of uncomfortable, but if there's problematic behaviors around aggression, we went through a bit of a patch with aggressive behavior, and I was just very open, and we were able to, with support, we were able to nip that behavior in the bud, knock wood. Now we're heading into adolescence, so we'll see what happens next, but I think it's so crucial that, it's tough, to say some of these things out loud, but I think just being honest and then hearing what the school has to say and how they might deal with that potentially, and then, consider if you'd be comfortable with that.
Right. And I mean, we have a wonderful community of parents that are happy to support each other,
that is so true.
Questions.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, I haven't really spoken to that, but we really do feel part of a community, for Jack, but for myself too. Recently there was Yolanda put on the sibling workshop, and
I heard that was great.
It was wonderful, and just what I needed that I didn't even know I needed yet. You to anticipate the needs, because he does have a younger sister, and I have to say, through her involvement, she used to come with me as, she's only 2 or maybe younger when he started, and she has more of a comfort and understanding that, we're not alone. Other kids have siblings on the spectrum.
Exactly.
So even through this time, I've been reaching out to, the moms and I, and Dad's parents are talking online just about things. Jack was really struggling one night. One of the dads, Lana's dad, texted him, and that really helped him calm down. Lana's sad too,
Yeah.
So now he goes to the phone, is like, what does Tim say? Or what does Kristen's mom say? And, it just helps them to know that we're all in the same boat here.
Yeah, we're all in this together.
Absolutely. And we'll all be together soon again.
Exactly. Thank you so much for your feedback and your insight as a parent. I think there's a lot of families out there that are, trying to find the right fit for their own children. So I appreciate you taking the time to do this video testimonial, because we are unable to do school tours at the moment, so I'm hoping that this will help parents, in their journey. I'm hoping hearing your story and perhaps some others will help them with their, future decisions. So,
absolutely. I really do feel for them, because this is unprecedented, right?
It is.
What we would typically recommend is tours and these public meetings, but all of that is out of the question. So I think getting in touch directly with school administrators and, having a list of questions before you call, specific to your situation, I think, that would be how I would maybe approach it if I had to do it all over again.
Absolutely. Okay, well, thank you again for chatting with me.
You're welcome.
Take care. Bye, Mary.
Bye.